The bus terminals are all packed. Look at this. Even though Shoko has to wake up early for work, I'm glad she doesn't have to deal with the crazy commuting. Like, she has to go into Tokyo, but because she goes to work early for like projects they do early, she ends up not having to. She can get a seat, and like she doesn't have to worry about like have the stress of the sardine can commuting. Makes me want to come to Japan even sooner, seeing this stuff. Yeah, for sure. Say Chino, that's a handsome Korean man, or so I've heard. His mother said so. It's like, I forget where I heard it the other day, but the insult, like, a face even a mother couldn't love. It sounds such like one of the worst things you could say about someone. Because moms are pretty tolerant of their children's faces, you know. That's why I had a scooter when I lived in Tokyo. Smart. Yeah, my bike was designed, the bicycle I'm using was designed as a commuter bike with people like avoiding trains and crowded buses and things in mind. But it's a pretty versatile bike and I like it. And I biked that whole lake today. A 2-hour bike ride around the lake. So it's, you know, it works for everything I need. It's a perfect bike. But I think like it was primarily, that was what it's marketed for. Like a city commuter bike. Yeah, e-bikes are everywhere. You can rent them and stuff too. No, it's not a stupid question. No questions are stupid, don't worry. This is minch katsu, which is like minced meat and other things, onions and stuff, sometimes potato. And this one is 100% pork, or 100% beef or pork mix, or a spicy one. Looks pretty good. Curry spice. Tsukune. Damn. Looks good. But yeah, there's a rental system I was using before I bought my bike, where you can rent an e-bike in one station and drop it off somewhere else. On Friday, if anyone of you guys was in the stream on Friday, that's what I was riding. I rented it in Saitama, rode it down to Tokyo, walked around for a few hours, and then I met up with friends after stream for drinks and fireworks, 4th of July, etc. It was fun. This is a pachinko place, almost certainly. Yeah. Something smells really good, kind of like. Smells like fish and chips, actually. Like tartar sauce and fried fish. I don't know where that's coming from, though. A lot of people are walking this way. I wonder if there's like a business district out this direction or offices or something. Only people. That's right, you know. The complex I lived in, we had both a bike and scooter. That was part of the rent. We had our own parking spot. Nice. Yeah, that's important. I think every apartment I lived in had bike parking included. It's pretty common to have a little section to park your bikes. I don't think I was ever charged extra for it. Scooter is different, but bike is usually fine. Or maybe it's worked into the rent. Who knows? My first 2 apartments were company owned and subsidized, so I don't know. Could have been in there somewhere. Well, hello, friends. I'll take 1 carbonated water, please. Got to keep that hydration going. Might need to find a place to sit down for a minute, just to hydrate. We have rental bikes here in the big cities now. It was part of the rent, but it was like $5. Oh, okay. Yeah. In a breakdown, it probably is. Or probably was part of some of the rents I had, but I wouldn't know. I had two different apartments, company housing, 2 different companies. Then I lived in Shoko's family like Shoko's parents' house with her for a year and a half. Then Shoko and I moved to our own apartment. That was like we searched and found, not through the company. And then we bought a house about 9 years ago. And so we've been in the house ever since. Actually, thinking about it, our current house might be the longest I ever lived in a place. I think moved around a lot in my life and stuff, and even here. So 9 years is probably the most I've ever spent in one place. And one of the reasons I really liked the idea of buying a house is that my mortgage is cheaper than my apartment rent was, and we can park 2 cars. And, you know, I can fit a ton of bicycles if I wanted, or a scooter. So I only have 1 car, but when, for example, Shoko's family, her sister or mom visit, they can park in front of our house for free. And one day, if I had the funds for it, I'd love to get like a little sports K car just for city driving and stuff. Like a convertible one, the S660 or something, so I can go to the beach, drive with the top down, things like that. The kid has a fan in his visor, that's pretty cool. But yeah, having a spot for a bike. Very, very crucial. Sorry guys, just taking a minute. My legs are a little sore, but they'll be okay. That helped a lot. A fix-up house in Japan for a vacation home. If you do that, what you really should do, this street's really loud. I'm gonna head back toward the station a different way. Yeah, what you should do is like find someone who can do an Airbnb from it. So my mom and my wife and I, well, like my mom visited, and we decided to go stay in a house in Nagano, like an Airbnb. So we rented a whole house. It was very cheap. It was off-season ski resort town, Hakuba. I was gonna go to Bit Summit, but funds are a little snug with all the expenses we had this year. And hotels were expensive. It's going to be very crowded with Gion Festival. Sleeping in my car, I couldn't find a place I could sleep in the car, but now I'm kind of glad I didn't because, yeah, it would be very, yeah. So I was looking at the overall cost of a Kansai trip. It was just going to be too much. But I really wanted to go. I still want to go, but it's all good. Another, next year, I'll try to get in there. Indian steak. Throw a little curry powder on something and say Indian something. Billy the Kid. Oh, this is a chain. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, we went and stayed in Hakuba, and to our surprise, we got a lot of English mails, so we thought, oh, they just have a translation thing, or they're just good with English. And when we checked in, a Scottish guy showed up. Really nice guy. Super nice guy, and we just talked. He came in, he basically bought a house in Hakuba, moved into it, and noticed that there was like always people looking to stay there, especially in the off season like we were. And he bought a house, like when he moved out of that house and he bought another one somewhere else, he started doing an Airbnb, and it was pretty popular. So he convinced like a bunch of his friends back home in Scotland to invest. Like, you buy a house in this area, I'll take care of the Airbnb, and you know, you get a percentage of the profit, and I get a percentage of profit, whatever, right? So he ended up getting like 7 friends or so to invest in houses there, pretty cheap, fix them up, whatever. And he just that's his job, is he basically just runs those 7 or 8 Airbnbs. And he was such a nice guy. He came over, he told us every good restaurant and bar in the area, which ones would be open during our trip and like how late they're open to. He gave us like all these tips. He didn't have to do any of that. A lot of people just leave like a key box. But he explained everything, and then he's like, all right, you have any questions, message me anytime, and he took off. Yeah, Airbnb, yeah. Yeah, that's what we plan on doing, is having, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Compete with Neko in Empire. Yeah, I think that does pretty well. I asked, I haven't seen her in a little while, but I asked her how that Neko place is doing, and she said it's doing real well. So I'm glad, yeah, it works. Those things are working for people. I really want to do the same thing. I told you guys, like, my goal would really be to have an Airbnb, like 7 Airbnbs across, going from the bottom to the top of Japan, like from Kyushu to Hokkaido, so that I can travel with my dogs and my wife anywhere, always have a place to stay, and then when we're not traveling, we rent it out. That would literally be able to pay for, like, I could live off of that, really. I could travel and stream, and then at each one I can clean it up. Well, of course, you hire a service that can take care of it when you're not around, but can always like touch it up when you're there. Yeah, but for the start, just we really like to get one in an area where we can use it anytime we want, but then when we're not, we can rent it out. I definitely need to find some like other sources of income like that that'll help, especially over the next like 2 years. There's a praying mantis here. Kind of blends in with everything, doesn't it? I never really saw praying mantises in San Diego, and then in Japan I see them all the time. There was one on my sliding door to the backyard once. She was huge. It was green too. This one's brown. So where I parked, from 9 to 8, it was 100 yen for an hour. From 8 to 9, it was, what was it? 200 yen for 30 minutes. So this is way more expensive, like double the price. And it's not really, it's slightly closer to the station. I think I got a pretty good deal. Yo, hey, what's up, dude? We're getting all the great streamers coming in here with raids today. Amazing. Yo, hell yeah. What's going on, buddy? It's so humid. It's like 90-something% humidity. I'm sweating. Let me find a place I can stop and give a good raid intro here. Maybe less noisy if possible. I can stop on this bench, but... You! Hey, hi, hello, it's a raid. I'm gonna be honest, I thought your stream title said Lake Bikini. That's mostly why I'm here. Oh, totally. Makes sense, buddy. I fault you not. Oh, God, it's so nice to sit down, actually. I need to fix my lens thing, but welcome in, Raiders. I'm off for 2 hours of sleep and a 2-hour bike ride around the lake, and like an hour plus of walking. So I may look a little tired, but I feel really good, actually. Maybe it's all the exercise, maybe it's the insanity, the lack of sleep, who knows? Could be anything. But, looking at Bikini Lake. Welcome in, Raiders. I am a Twitch IRL streamer, Nomadic Gaijin. I do YouTube as well, edited content and lives. I'm doing one at the same time at the moment. And do voice acting for anime occasionally. And that's pretty much what I do. I travel around in a van all around Japan, and I bring my bike with me so I can explore like that too. And today we are in Kashiwa and Chiba. It's kind of like known as the Shibuya of Chiba. It's like a prefecture right next to Tokyo. So I want to look at these real estate things. So that's it. That's my deal. I'm gonna take a second quick break here, right when they got the raid. Since I'm stopped and I found a bench, I can just What's a better direction? Maybe here. Hold on. I'm dying here. Look at this. I got this cooling towel, which is helping like barely any at all. But yeah, how was your stream? How was your stream? How was your stream? How was your stream? Oh my god. Oh no, this broke again. Oh, maybe it's okay if I pull it all the way out. Yeah. Okay, there we go. You see the price? Sure. I like to do that. This one has houses, rental apartments, so we can check. I don't know if Kashiwa is the prime. I mean, this area's got a lot to do, but I don't know if this will be like the ultimate spot to rent, or buy. Well, let's check it out. I learned from last year, I had a pretty wicked accident. Came from overexhaustion. I've learned to really make sure I keep hydrated and keep eating throughout the day. No, there was no push-ups of any kind. My voice cracks when I'm tired for no reason, like I'm a high school kid or something. That's fine. We'll walk like this. For now. Okay. Let's see, housing-wise, this is all rental, right? Damn, dude. You can rent a house. Oh, it's 61 square meters. It's kind of small for a house. But it's a house. You get a parking space, and it's $65,000 a month. Built in the 70s, though. It looks really old. But man, that's what, like $450, $500? It's not bad. There's key things you got to pay attention to. The age. So 70s is before a lot of earthquake regulations. The distance from the station. Now it's not by the station. It looks like you probably have to walk to a bus and then take, or a different train line maybe. I don't know. It's not Kashiwa Station. All right, these are all rentals. Is everything rental here? Yeah. Here's land for sale. Mostly eating throughout the day. That's always easy, right? $65K a month for an entire house. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, right? Are you paying those Tokyo prices? Here's a 5DK, so no living room, but 5 rooms and a dining kitchen house for $60,000 a month, and it's it's a bit far from the station. For some reason they write 4,700 meters instead of 4.7 kilometers. I don't know if that makes it sound better. Usually it's measured by time. This is an apartment, 3 LDK, 100,000. It's newer and it's about the same size as the house, and it's how far is it from here? 10-minute walk from a station, so that's probably why. There's a huge difference, really, in price. So the three factors are. Oh wait. Oh, I thought this is in Dubai, right? Oof. Oh, this is for tenant, so for businesses, right? Probably. 3 factors: how old the building is, how far from a station, and size. Yeah. And there's other smaller factors like how convenient the station is, if it has multiple train lines, or if there's multiple stations within walking distance. Changes things a lot. Yeah, 65,000. Hold on, let me convert that. That's gotta be dirt cheap.
It was 64 square meters.